Alright, what's going on everybody? This is Bio here, and this is going to be my first video log I've done for quite some time, and I'm doing it because I just passed my 100th video. I believe this will be my 101st, so I was a little behind the ball on that. I wasn't even paying attention until I looked at the comments, and I'm like, oh crap, that was my 100th video. Shoot! Well, actually, not to be a negative Nancy, but it was like my 105th video. I have a couple private for reasons of copyright infringement or they weren't actually copyright infringed. I was just afraid they might be. So I'm like, yeah, better take those down. But what's up? This is my humble adobe, and what I mean by that is this is not my house at all. This is my parents' house. So I know I'm gonna be like, you live in your parents' basement. You know that kind of whole shenanigans going down. But I'm going to community college. It's cheap. I'm actually getting paid to go to college, so it's pretty nice. So yeah, take that. Have at thee. But yeah, this is my man cave. This is where I game. I got the dual monitor setup going on here, and I apologize if it's like really dark in some spots and really bright in other spots, because I had to kind of set up this camera, otherwise the exposure was like blinding. Like, yeah, it's not too bad, but before, like if I looked out those windows over there, it looked like a nuclear explosion was going on. You would have been blinded. The screen just goes white. So yeah, I apologize if the color looks really weird, but my basement is not this drab and colorless and devoid of anything awesome. But here we go. What do we got going on down here? These are my games. Off in the corner there, if you can read it, says DEF CON. That's actually a PC game that came out about 4 years ago, I want to say. It's a nuclear war simulator. Like the graphics, they're like, it's like Minecraft kind of. I don't want, well, that's a terrible metaphor. It's like Minecraft in that the graphics are like really behind. They're like 10 years ago graphics, but the gameplay is just awesome. It's kind of based off that movie War Games. I think it came out in like 87 or 83 with Matthew Broderick. You should see it if you haven't. It's a pretty sweet movie. But yeah, so that's a fun game. Next we got Gears of War 2, Halo Reach, Borderlands, which I just got a couple weeks ago. That game is actually a lot of fun if you are playing with a friend. If you and a friend are going to town, just having at each other, and oh, bio, that's nasty. If you and a friend are playing this game, then it is a fun as hell game. Next we got Call of Duty, Black Ops, Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty 4, Gears of War, Halo 2, the classic. Of course I still have Halo 2. You can't play it online, but man, there's still some lands that go down, and I am for all of them. Madden 07. Don't play too many Madden games, and that was the last one I purchased, obviously. So what was that, 4 years ago? Bummer. Call of Duty World at War. I picked that up for $5 a couple months ago, so I was like, oh, $5? Heck yeah. Let's see, Guitar Hero 2, 2 Halo 3 cases, one of them which contains Guitar Hero 3. I just mixed up my cases with somebody else, and Halo ODST, which was a big waste of money. I only bought it for the maps at the time, and I didn't have to do it, but I wanted to because I had an MLG map, and so that was kind of a bummer. I wish they had just released the maps a little bit earlier out on disc instead of, I don't know, however long later it was. But yes, got an extra controller. Let's see, the Xbox remote that came with like the first initial batches of Xbox that came out, Xbox 360s, excuse me, and then my remote to this monitor down here. And over here we have just a bunch of random stuff for homework, you know, chapstick. I use that for homework all the time. No, we got tape, duct tape, you know, everything can be fixed by duct tape, stapler, skizzers, glue, Elmer's glue, of course. What else? And then what we got up here? Whoop, close up. What's your lines? Don't forget your lines. Yeah, that is one of those squeezy things you do when you get frustrated or angry. And actually, I don't use it for that purpose. I just kind of use it as something that, when I look at it, just helps me to laugh. I mean, I don't feel the need to squeeze his little face. So I don't know. It's just kind of funny. And then, of course, down here we have the Hauppauge HD PVR, or the Hauppauge, or however people decide to pronounce it today. Let me see if I can focus that a little bit better. There we go. The Hauppauge HD PVR, all the cables are in the back, and oh my gosh, I should show you this mess, this welter of wires. This is a disaster zone. Oh my gosh! Yeah, it's pretty chaotic back there. I don't know if you can see so well, but I mean, it's just all hell just broke loose behind my computer desk. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this area. What else we got hiding back here? A couple more PC games. StarCraft 2. For those of you who are interested, I am in the Platinum League for StarCraft 2. I don't know where I am in my division. I think my record, I think I'm a little bit past even. I'm like 60% win, something like that. Medieval Total War 2, haven't played that much. Microsoft Office, of course, and just random other music stuffs. And this thing is a beast of a modem. Look at this thing. This thing is huge. I could use this as a blunt weapon and kill a man. I don't know why it's so big. It probably has something to do with both the phone line and internet cables running through there. But that thing is beast. And then in the rest of the room over here, let me focus in a little bit better if I can. Got a guitar, an electric guitar. It is an Ibanez Artcore. It's not a very rocking out guitar. As you can see, it has F-holes, which is not typical. I shouldn't say not typical, but you know, most electric guitars you see, especially in like rock and metal, they have solid body guitars. And the reason I have an F-hole guitar, or not an F-hole guitar, a semi-hollow guitar, F-hole guitar, is because when I first picked up a guitar, I was really into jazz music, and I wanted to be a jazz guitar player. I'm still into jazz music a ton, but I'm really not into jazz guitar. I just don't like it for some reason. So next guitar I get will probably be a Les Paul. Over on the side of that is just a regular acoustic guitar, which is not a regular acoustic guitar. It's a classical guitar, and big difference is it's a little bit smaller than a normal acoustic guitar, and also has nylon strings for a different sound. I don't know, just had a little phase where I was wanting to do some classical guitar, and I like the sound of it, so that is that. Got a pedal board and my amp. My amp is Vox. It's 50 watts. I believe it's like VD50T or something like that. It's like the model number. And then a physics book, college physics, which isn't too hard. I'm actually just taking it for a requirement. So that's pretty much that, guys. This is just where I dwell often when I play my well, actually always when I play video games. Listen with friends. The basement's pretty much a disaster zone. I hold LANs probably every other week, and so I really don't clean things up too much, as by the time I do, when I get around to it, then people are over again. So it's just like, what's the point? Yeah, it's clothes everywhere. Nerf guns that I use for Zom that I've talked about before. Zom is pretty freaking awesome. Music folder, random stuff, printer, and that's going to be it. Oh, let's see if we can see into the end of Oblivion here. So I want to thank you guys for watching. I will see you later. Whoa.